Hey everyone, Jeremy Aschenbrenner here with the BA Guide, here to teach you about SWOT analysis. So obviously the first thing we're going to do is talk a little bit about what can be found in this section and what we're going to cover on SWOT analysis. Our first lecture is going to be all about defining SWOT analysis. That's really the basics. What is SWOT analysis? Why is it used? And what does it accomplish? We'll then move into breaking down the SWOT. So we'll go through each piece of it and give you a full understanding of what you're trying to show with the SWOT analysis and what each of the individual cells, which we'll talk about in a little bit, what they mean and kind of what you're going to put there. And there's no point in going over anything if we don't walk through something practical to kind of give you something to tie it to and make you understand the concepts tied to a real-world scenario. So we'll go through a practical walkthrough. We'll then jump into the BA Guide template for SWOT analysis. There is a template, free download, up in the course downloads lecture of this course. So hop up there if you haven't downloaded it already, snag that. You can use that on for the practice that you'll do, the activity that you'll do a little bit later in the course, or use it on any of your projects for now or future employers. And then finally, we'll get into the student exercise that I alluded to. This will be where you go in and actually utilize the knowledge that you've gained throughout this section of the course and make sure that you get a full understanding of it. We'll have you actually complete a SWOT analysis. So let's start out with what is SWOT? SWOT is a simple and basic diagram that helps to show your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This is generally used by organizations. If somebody is thinking about starting an organization or a company, they may complete a SWOT analysis. If a company is looking to go maybe in a new direction or looking to identify a new direction that they could go in, maybe their market is changing, maybe they want to, they feel that they've really fulfilled everything they can in the certain niche or with a certain product or service that they have now and they want to expand their horizons. A lot of times they'll do SWOT analysis to help bring some of those ideas out and help understand what their opportunities are. But it also can be used by you as a person. You can complete a SWOT analysis from a personal perspective to understand, maybe you're going for a business analyst job and you're trying to land that first job and you want to understand, okay, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Where can I improve? What are some threats to me? And you can complete a SWOT analysis that way. So as we go through the course and as we break down SWOT, we'll break it down both from a personal as well as an organizational type of method. So why is SWOT used? Well, the number one thing is to identify influencers. So as you can see on the little chart on the right here, this is kind of what a normal SWOT analysis diagram will look like. You've got a box here. This will contain all your strengths. You have a box in the upper right that'll contain all of your weaknesses. Bottom left is opportunities. And bottom right is your threats. And don't worry, we'll go through each of those so you understand exactly what you're looking to put there. But the reason I bring this up now is there are two different types of influencers. You have internal influencers. Those are influencers, so if you're talking about an organization, that you're looking into the organization to determine your strengths and your weaknesses. So internal is kind of this little rectangle right here. So it includes your strengths and your weaknesses. And again, you're looking into your company or into yourself if you're doing a personal SWOT. There also are external influencers. And that's down here in the bottom of the SWOT. That's your opportunities and your threats. So this is, whether it's an organization or personal, you're looking outside of that element and looking at other elements. And again, we'll break that down a lot more as we kind of go through the SWOT, but I wanted to give you at least a base understanding that there are two different types of influencers. Internal, which is your strengths and your weaknesses, and external, which is your opportunities and threats. SWOT is also used to uncover new opportunities. So it's to help kind of push to that next level, open up a new department, find a new product or service that you can offer, help you land a business analyst job or move up in your career. So the SWOT can help to do that. And also it can raise awareness. some people will do a SWOT just to say, you know what, we're kind of in a funk. Let's do a SWOT analysis and let's understand where we sit. And the SWOT analysis can help to really help set up your next steps and where you should take, kind of the next stage of the organization or you at a personal level. So what does the SWOT accomplish? What it does is it helps you to create a strategy. You're going to have a lot of opportunities. You're going to see weaknesses. You're going to see things that come up that if you wouldn't have sat back and reflected on it, you probably would have never thought of it, or it wouldn't have been as easy. But because you put together a SWOT analysis, now you can create a strategy. And you can say, okay, here's some opportunities. Here's some things that we want to do. And we've understood the pros and the cons of doing that. And you can make a strategy, execute on that strategy, which ultimately, hopefully, will push you into success, right? You want to have that new venture be a success. So what the SWOT accomplishes is helping you understand where you can go and some of the challenges or hurdles you may face in getting there.